that episode didn't make me want to start running laps around my house.
Do you see those trend on social media? They're like praise break, and they're all like,
No, I haven't seen that.
"That's what I wanted to do in the middle of the episode is like stop and take a praise break because I know there are so many women out there who feel broken, who are hiding, who feel that shame cycle, who feel like there's no hope in their diagnosis, that they're never going to get better. And I pray that this episode woke something up in them and
Yeah.
gave them a little hope to reach out to God the Father
Yeah.
and give everything over to Him so He can break through that barrier
Yeah.
with them and make their life better than they've ever thought it could be before.
Yes. And to take away, you talked about the barrier, and to take away like the overwhelm of like how the overwhelm of the weight of all the junk, right? Like we get so caught up in like the laundry list of our history. And in a moment, like you shared during the episode, he can lift that weight off of us and take away that overwhelm of like, yeah, but
Yes.
it's been this long or I've done this much. Like, give him the permission to lift that weight. And when it tries to come knocking on the door again, use that little bit of faith and say, no, I'm not opening the door. Like, we have that authority as children of the Most High God that have said yes to Jesus as our Savior to say no to that door opening back up. We have that ability. I'm still learning that, unfortunately. Because you forget, because you have all these years you've learned. Like, we'll use your example because you gave a very specific, like you said, 20 years. That's a long time of learning something, and now you've got to unlearn it. Same with me with the diabetes. I mean, I'm going on 25 years of diabetes. And it's been about 5 of me, like, saying, "No, I'm not that," you know? Like, it takes a while, and we can't let the journey of how long it takes dictate our faith.
That's right. And you're talking about giving over the overwhelm. I also want to give over the overthinking
Yes, yes.
because recently I had something spoken over me and I've been overthinking it to death and Googling one thing after another, after another, and just digging.
Yeah.
Give it to God doesn't want you to do that. Waste this time, energy, mental focus. It makes you moody.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like we can blame hormones no matter where you are in your life journey as a woman. But at the end of the day, I think we make our hormones worse, right?
Because we're stressing our body out. We're cortisol's all fired up.
Yeah, like we unfortunately allow for it to be worsened. And you know, Nikki, every time I sit and actually ponder the concept of overthinking, I immediately in my mind go back to the garden um of Adam and Eve when they ate from the tree of knowledge. Overthinking is thinking we're going to get more knowledge. So that
Mhm.
goes back from the fall in
Yeah.
Eden.
Yes. And when we're overthinking, we can't allow God to come in.
Right.
And I've been overthinking this thing to death. And I was in the shower this morning and gave me this prompt and thing to pray through healing for. And I was just like, I prayed that and I was just like, felt marked better.
Mm, yeah.
Not completely healed of it, but feel a lot better. And it's not supposed to be all this digging and digging and digging. When you sit in that quiet and you let God in, He's going to reveal something to you. Sometimes it's
Yes.
good news, sometimes it's a hard truth, sometimes it's something else, but He's going to give you something.
That's the truth. That's the truth. That's really good. Mm. And he knows that overthinking and overwhelm blocks us. And to Nikki's point, in case you're like, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but some people may be like, well, how do you know what the Father's will is in that regard. Granted, we do have an episode about the Father's will, actually, if you want to watch it. But it's like because He wants what's best for you, and He absolutely knows what happened back in the garden that created the fall to begin with, and He knows how to protect you from falling back into all that junk that's going to block you from living in your purpose. It's actually that simple.
Mhm.
If you believe He's your creator, that we had the fall, but you're redeemed by Christ, if you pause, He'll give you something because He wants that redemption to take you higher and higher and higher. And He knows what's going to keep you stuck. And He's not upset if you're stuck. That's the thing. As everything we said about that episode, there is no, rebuking, shame, any of that. But He doesn't want that for you because it's not His best for you. It's all related to love.
And if you're thinking to yourself, "But that won't work for me,"
Hmm.
try it. You have nothing to
That's the
lose.
truth.
I
Yeah.
started my whole healing journey by asking the simple question of, "What if God really doesn't hate me? What if?" So just try it. What if it? What if a simple prayer and sitting with God and letting Him tell me something? What if, going back to the 1%, what if that makes my life just 1% better today?
Girl, I've been still riding that 1% high because when you grasp that, you realize to your point, Nikki, okay, well, if I'm willing to risk for 1%, then I'm really not losing much
No.
if I'm wrong. I just got that. That's really powerful. That's really powerful. But that 1%, if I'm right, is starting the journey in the right direction. If I'm 1% wrong, I'll probably notice that it's wrong.
It compounds. That's the great
Yeah,
thing. It compounds.
that's so good. What do you got to lose? If rejection's been pursuing you, let a whole nother thing pursue you because what if? What if you're actually chosen?
That's right.
Mm.